There you go. It's on.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah, it's recording.
Today we're introducing a Domino's pizza. We are rating it out of 10. So I'm going to give it a bite now and we'll see how we go. I'm going to take this piece here because it's a nice small piece. They're already losing points for the asymmetry of this pizza cut.
For the lack of cutting in general.
But I'll give it extra points for the cheesiness. Look at that bad boy.
And the delivery guy was really cute, apparently.
Yeah, he was. He was tall and he was cute, and I should have got Rose to answer the door.
Right.
Ooh, okay. Here's the moment.
The bite of truth. And?
It's warm. Came to us warm. It's cheesy. And it tastes good.
It'll do?
Yeah, it'll do. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Oh. That's probably the best pizza I've ever had.
It's only lost a point because it doesn't have pineapple on it.
Didn't you order the one with pineapple? I thought you did.
No.
Oh. I told you could. I just pick it off. Alright, well, I'm glad it's good pizza.
No, it's nice. I think you would like it as well.
Hi everyone and welcome to Ctrl Alt Craft. Rose with you, and today I have a very special guest.
Hi everyone, my name's Jordan, otherwise known as Ultimate Medic. How are you?
Well, today we have a special video. The first time I'm featuring my face on this channel as well, I might just point out.
I know, that's insane.
But we went to our Instagram followers and we asked them if they had any burning questions for us.
Burning.
So basically both of us have climbed up the ladders a little bit in our Instagram followers recently, which has been very exciting.
Yeah, because you're close to 1,000 now.
I'm nearly at 1,000, which is really
insane.
exciting. I think I'm also nearly at 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure I checked the other day, it
exciting.
was like 80 something. So yeah, that's really cool.
That's so cool.
Anyway, so we sort of realized that maybe our Instagram and internet presence was a little bit lacking in some more personal details. And while we like to keep some details private for internet safety reasons, we thought maybe you guys had some questions of some things you'd like to know about us as human beings.
Yeah.
And you did. So I have a list of questions that I put together from people on Instagram.
I have no idea what these questions are going to be.
So we will start and I will name the person who's asked the question and what the question is.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Let's go.
So our very first question was from Game Over Kate.
Okay.
Game Over Kate asks, what are your favourite animals?
Ooh. Do you want to go first or should I?
Elephants. I love elephants. Never seen one in real life. Would love to one day. But I have elephant-themed knickknacks and prints, and I love elephants. They're a very cool animal. And secondly would obviously be cats, because I have a cat.
Well, you've just said mine.
Oh, right.
I'm very basic. I like my cats. Big cats, small cats, any cats. They're adorable. So I own 2 cats at the moment. I did used to live with 3, but one of them was my family cat. So I've got 1 grey tabby and 1 brown tabby named Oliver and Negan.
Yeah.
But yeah, all kinds of cats. I think my next one is tigers, but again, they're a big cat. So
Yep, that's fair. Yes, my cat is a tortoiseshell and her name is Paisley. And she's very cute too. All right. Good Games SP asks,
oh dear.
what Pokemon would you be and why?
Ooh.
Now, she's not asking which Pokemon do you wish you were.
It's what we would be.
So I have sourced a BuzzFeed quiz for us to take. Because
oh no, here we
I
go.
couldn't figure this out for myself, right? Like Pokemon, when you play the game, the Pokemon typically don't have much personality. And I only know the anime from what I watched when I was a child. And so I couldn't really figure out which Pokemon I would be based on like characteristics. And so I sourced this BuzzFeed quiz, which we're going to take right now.
Okay.
And I decided not to send this to Jordan in advance because I know that she would retake it 50 times until she got a Pokemon she was happy with. So whatever she gets the first time is going to be the Pokemon she is.
Knowing me, I'll get a Snorlax because I am a Snorlax. I sleep all day, I eat all day.
All right, well, I'm going to send you this quiz and then we're going to do it.
Oh, I should have known. That's such an interesting question though. I like it.
I do too.
Okay. So
all right, that's the link. So we'll be back in a few seconds. What's my best quality? Oh, you're all the way back there.
What's your best quality?
Let's do this for each other.
Okay.
You have to put in your own, like what I say of you, and I have to put in what you say of me.
Sexy.
Really?
No. Well, yes, but no. I'm gonna say.
I think you're respectful.
I'm gonna say you're confident.
All right, I'll put confident. You put respectful.
Okay.
All right.
What's your greatest weakness? Oh, I already know mine.
Which one's yours?
I'm a perfectionist. I am really bad with that. Oh, and stubborn. Oh, and I'm impatient.
I think I'm impatient. Yeah.
I'm noticing a lot of
this whole list is me.
Who's the hottest?
Well, Misty, obviously.
Nurse Joy.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Hang on, I've got to pick one.
This is the last one.
Okay.
Be careful.
No pressure. Sludge bomb.
We got the same!
Oh my gosh, what?
Do we retake it?
Is this rigged?
I reckon
we answer different answers to most of those questions.
It's gotta be rigged.
I wonder if everyone who does this quiz gets the same Pokemon. Okay, should we announce what Pokemon we got?
Okay, yes, let's do it, but then we'll do what we think we are.
Alright, ready? We got Alakazam.
Both of us. The exact same. I don't know how, but apparently this is me, and apparently this is Rose.
You got Alakazam, but you already knew that you'd get this result, didn't you?
No! I didn't think I would.
Alright, well we might play around with that later, but what one do you think you are then?
I want to say Snorlax, but I think that's just beating myself up.
Why don't we do one for each other then? Like, what one do you think I would be, and what one do I think you would be? Because I think we'll be kinder to each other than we will be to ourselves.
Eevee.
You reckon? Why?
You're very, you're full of energy, you're really, joyful, and I don't know, just when I look at you, you remind me of an Eevee. That's just me.
Alright, for you...
At least it means you can turn into whatever you want yourself to become.
Well, that's literally what I'm in the middle of doing right now with my life, isn't it?
So
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an Eevee. I think you would be a Bulbasaur. Now, hear me out. In the anime, in the very original anime in season 1, when Ash first meets Bulbasaur, Bulbasaur is is part of this colony in the woods where there's this lady. She's kind of like a Nurse Joy figure, but more of a hippie, and she lives in the woods, and she takes care of all the Pokemon. And Bulbasaur is kind of like the leader of the pack, right? Like he's like the head Pokemon underneath her, who takes care of everyone in the group, who looks after their emotional needs, their physical needs, and he's very protective of them, and he cares about them a lot. And I think that would be you.
Oh. That's actually really sweet. I wasn't expecting such a deep background to that. And then there's me. Yeah, you're an Eevee. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
Our next question comes from two people. Okay. Fernando's 899 and Sage Plays Nintendo, and they both asked us, what games do we like to play together and against each other?
Oh, that's an interesting one. I like that. I'd say playing together. Well, we obviously play Pokemon a lot and Fire Emblem. So that's two really big ones.
Yes, Pokemon and Fire Emblem we play a lot of together kind of thing. We don't play a lot of competitive games against each other.
I think the only one we ever have done is Smash Bros.
Yeah, and that's always in a group. So when our friendship group comes around for a party, we'll sit down and play Smash Bros together and against each other.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan on competitive games where I have to be against my friends. But when I can team up with my friends and take on other things, like take on something online, like a raid or something, I prefer that. So
we don't really with that.
We don't really do anything competitive against each other. But, we, like, played along Fire Emblem on the different houses that we would chose. What else? I feel like there's been more.
I think there has been more. Well, there's been you and me just sitting there playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we'll just go over to each other's houses and watch each other play.
Yeah. We actually just sit there, play one game or two games and just... Hey, how you going? You doing okay?
Yeah. I think the day that my ex and I broke up, I just came over and you just watched me play Breath of the Wild for like 3 hours, because that's just all I needed to do in the moment. I was just like, hand me the controller, and took down Lionel after Lionel.
You just needed someone next to you just to keep you company. And that works out well.
So we play a lot together, not really anything against each other. So Game Over Kate and Sage Plays Nintendo both asked this question. How did you guys meet?
Oh, well, I know that one.
Well, okay, here's how I thought we could answer it. I thought that I could share the story about how we sort of not just met, but how we like became friends. And then you could fill in any blanks along the way. How does that sound? Okay.
Go for it.
So, Jordan and I actually met through an ex-boyfriend. For the sake of the story, I'm just going to call him an ex. And he is still good friends with Jordan's fiance. So that's how we met. And I was obviously dating him at the time when he first introduced me to Jordan and Nick. And I think we probably saw each other. I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that we saw each other the entire time I was dating this guy. We really didn't see each other much or have anything to do with each other. And at the time you had a bestie from like somewhere else in your life and all this sort of stuff. So we weren't really close. And then when that fella and I broke up, it was a very traumatic experience for me. And so I, in my naive wisdom, decided it would be a good idea to unfriend all of his friends on social media. So I went through, and as I was unfriending everyone, I came to Jordan and Nick, and something within me just stopped me and was like, no, Jordan and Nick are different. Maybe you should message them. And I just went, all right, well, I mean, I guess so. So I sent them a message. It was just so generic. It was like, thanks, just so you know, my fella and I have broken up now, and I'm just going through and unfriending everyone. I just didn't want to do that without saying thank you for being kind to me during my time with him. Blah, blah, blah. Love, Rose. And then both of them, I think within about 30 seconds, messaged me back and just went, dude, no, we didn't think of you as just being his girlfriend. We thought of you as being our friend.
That's true.
Well, at the time, I read that and I just thought, oh, they're being polite. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, sure.
No, we wouldn't say that just without actually meaning it.
Well, at the time, I didn't know them well enough to know that. I know that now, obviously. But at the time, I was just like, oh, whatever. They're just being polite. But because of that message that I got in response, I decided that I wasn't going to unfriend them straight away. I thought, no, I'll leave it for a bit and unfriend them at a later date. But then I think you must have reached out to me.
I think so. Something like that.
Because I don't think I would have reached out to you.
No, I think one of us reached out and said, hey, let's actually catch up with the other. And we did.
Yeah.
And then...
That's an interesting story. So
that is an interesting story. That's why I paused. I was like, do I go ahead with the story?
Let's go ahead with this. So, I think Jordan reached out to me and asked me if I'd like to go out for a movie and dinner. And this must have been about a week after the breakup. So we went out and we saw a movie and that was all fine. We had a great time. And I was really thinking to myself, oh, wow, I really get along with this chick. And then we went to dinner. And we were queuing up the restaurant, ready to put in our order. And I heard a familiar voice behind me. And I turn around, and it's his mother. His mother was standing right behind me. And she's lovely. So she just saw me, and she went, oh, Rose! And she just gave me this big hug. And I'm just standing there like, kill me now. And so as soon as she turned away for a second, I ran. I ran out of the restaurant.
I turn around and I'm like, where has she gone?
I ran up the street and I found the closest like park bench I could find, and I just, it wasn't even a wail. I howled and howled, and I'm sitting there on this chair in this public space, just like wrecked.
Oh no, memories.
She embodied everything I thought my future was gonna be, like this lady, and so I was just, my heart just wrenched out of my chest. So I'm just here, like, melting down. Jordan comes running out of the restaurant, calling my name, finds me, sits down next to me going, it's okay, and you have every right to feel this way, and I'm, like, in the middle, in between howling. I would call it howling. It wasn't just a wail. I was, like, apologizing, like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's okay. And the whole time in my head, I'm thinking, this chick is never going to want to speak to me ever again. This is it. This is the last time she asked me out to a movie. She's never going to want to hang out with me.
When you first ran off, I thought I did something wrong. I was like, oh my gosh, I've screwed up somehow. I need to go and apologise to her. And then I'm hearing you crying about your ex, and I'm like, oh.
Anyway, so after that, she walked me back to my car. We didn't end up having dinner, and I ended up going home, and the whole drive home, I just went, well, there blows that friendship. I guess I'll never see her again. And then I'm sure something must have happened. We just kept talking and hanging out, and one thing led to another, and a few months later, we're just like, hey, actually, we're besties now.
Yeah, well, we both understand each other, so we just get on like that.
Yeah.
We get along so well.
I think we cut the crap, you know? Yeah. Like, even the other day we were talking about this. Like, I think a lot of people will beat around the bush. A lot of people might not talk about the problems they might have in a relationship with another person.
If we have an issue, we talk about it.
Yeah, and I think that cuts the crap, and that says, hey, you know, this relationship is more important to me than whatever issue I have right now. Let's talk about it and sort it out.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I don't think we've ever really had a major problem between the two of us.
No. We've always spoken up first, and then, we're good.
Yeah.
So that's our friendship. But yeah, I just remember at the time going, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for her. Like, she's obviously heartbroken. All she needs is a friend.
I had no friends. I literally had 0 friends.
Yeah. And at the time I was like, look, I just want to be her friend, so I'm going to be here.
It was just, And, you know, recently as well, I went through a second breakup. So now this is 2 breakups that she's had to endure. And, you know, I said to her in a birthday post recently that, you know, I mean, it's just her love and care and friendship is invaluable and otherworldly. And, you know, I never wish ill upon you ever, but I often feel bad that I can't return that kind of love and care.
Stop it, you.
But I also kind of hope that I never have to.
Yeah. Please no. Oh, but yeah, that's our friendship. That's how we met, basically. You filled in every single point.
Yep.
So I have nothing else to add. I'm just glad that we did meet.
Yes.
Because Rose is a really good friend to me. One of the best I've had, so. Stuff at you. We're like an old couple going, oh.
And I remember when I spoke to my ex, after I think the first time that we met, I remember saying to him, oh, Jordan's really nice. I'd like to ask her out for a cuppa. And he was like, oh, I don't think Jordan would really be interested in that. He was wrong.
He was wrong. Our friendship just kind of went like that. We hit it off.
We did. All right.
Okay, what's the next question?
Stephen Allen Wong 1 asks, what are our goals/plans for 2020?
Oh, well, I've got some plans already. So
why don't you share those?
Look, I was going to be getting married this year, but not anymore. That's just because of financial stuff, and also it just doesn't fit in with my partner's uni schedule. But the other major plan we had was PAX 2020 in Melbourne. So we've booked the flights, we've booked the hotel, we're just waiting for tickets to finally be released. We're going to be there for the full 3 days. So that's something really big that I'm looking forward to. And I also start a new job next week. Yeah. So that was a big goal for me, to get a permanent job as a nurse, and I have. I think my only other goal for the year is just to stop being so mean to myself. That's about it. But yeah, how about you?
So this one was tricky for me because at the beginning of the year, I had very different plans, obviously, to the plans that I now have currently. So I've basically in the last month I've had to just basically my whole life was just torn down, and now I'm having to rebuild it with new bricks that I'm having to source from somewhere. So 2020 for me is going to be a stepping stone. Basically, this year and next year are just stepping stones to get me to the future that I'm working towards. So I have returned to university. I applied a few weeks ago and got in. So I start that in a couple of months.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's really exciting. And, you know, just sort of, rebuilding my future and what my plans are and what my future is going to look like. Finding a new man, maybe?
Hey, let's go hit up that single looking...
the domino stripe.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the kind of man I want to marry.
Tall, cute, hopefully Christian.
Can get me discounted pizza.
Oh, yes!
Oh, dear.
Well, I know his name. Thank you, Domino's
and
website.
which football team he likes or something.
And what
Domino's won't
music.
tell us the important stuff.
Yeah.
He
likes barbecue meat with his pizza and he likes hip hop.
But yeah, so this year is going to be more of a stepping stone for me and a redefining of my life. So a good example of that is tomorrow I'm going to climb a bridge. Now, if you'd said to me a month ago, Rose, you're going to climb a bridge, I would have laughed in your face because I'm terrified of heights. But I think I just want to step out and do something that I wouldn't have normally done.
Yeah. And this is a big bridge. It's like hundreds and hundreds of feet.
You've done it before.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, so this year is redefining and a stepping stone for me.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, next one. This is the last one, all right? So
Okay.
Good Games SP also asked, what video game would you want to live in and why?
Animal Crossing.
I mean, I had to think about mine for about half an hour, but okay.
It is so easy. I wake up every day, I water my flowers. I'm mayor or whatever of the bloody town or island. I have animals for neighbours. The worst they can do is step on my flowers. I'm happy.
Yeah?
Animal Crossing.
Okay, so what one do you think mine is?
Legend of Zelda?
No! See, I knew you'd say that. Actually, I thought about this question because the question isn't like which one do you think is the coolest. It's which one would you actually live in.
Is it Pokemon?
No. So I thought about Zelda because Breath of the Wild is my favourite game, but...
Stardew Valley.
Yeah, Stardew Valley.
Got it.
Yeah. So, like, Breath of the Wild, you encounter enemies constantly. Like, if I was to walk from one village to the next, I would be ambushed at least 3 times by Lizalfos. Like, it's just insane. And while it's fun to play in, it wouldn't be fun to live in. And also, Link in Zelda have a thing, so I wouldn't even get to hit on Link. So...
I love how that's your reasoning.
So yeah, so it's not really for me. Stardew Valley is a farming sim where you just wake up every morning, water your crops, and then you get to go into town, you get to hit on really cute guys, and then you get to pick one to marry, and it's just so cute and romantic and fun, and like, just, yeah. If I was going to live in a game, it would be Stardew Valley. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's our questions.
That is.
That's it for today.
That went a lot faster than I thought it would.
Me too.
Okay. We'll have to
Alright.
do another one sometime.
We will, absolutely. And even like, yeah, we'll have to do another video and we'll probably also answer questions from time to time on live streams as well.
Absolutely.
So where can everyone find you on Twitch?
Ultimate Medic.
Ultimate Medic. So Jordan does streams at least a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
So make sure you go follow her on Instagram. Her details will be on the screen and down in the description box below.
Absolutely.
So you can go follow her on Twitch, go follow her on Instagram to be notified of when she's live. And then you can go follow me as well. Everything's down below and on the screen. So you're all sorted. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. Thank you for joining me, Jordan.
Thank you for having me, and thank you everyone for watching.
All right, well, you have a great day, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye.
See ya.